Right, afternoon all. I think it's Tuesday. I think about the 10th. Busy morning. Usual thing. I've got some new specs. These are some I found, but picked my specs up. Done all my little errands a little bit this morning. Went to Jewson's in Forfar, where I live, and completed a bag of shite, to be honest. So I went to Travis Perkins. That's a bit better bag of shite, but they don't do small boards, they don't do quarters, you know, whatever, cut sizes, don't do piano hinge, Anyway, so I had to take a run to Dundee, about 14-15 miles anyway, and anyway, so 15 miles and 50 yards from B&Q, diversion, can't get into B&Q, so I had to go round the Wrekin, all the way round, through Dundee. Got lost, so through Dundee, come round, popped out at another side, so I tried it again. That was a sort of like 10-12 mile detour, and so I thought I'll have a crack at that again, so I had to go round again when I found it. Anyway, cut a long story, it says great these diversion signs when you know the area. If you don't know the area, when they say diversion finishes and they leave you with an island and sets of traffic lights, which road you take. There you go. Anyway, found B&Q, had a little bit of a rummage in there, which I'll show you the few little bits I've got, and I'll tell you and explain to you a little bit what I'm trying to do. The door's open, so there might be a bit of wind. Anyway, I tried to go on too much. My Brit stopped book come this morning while I was out, which is fantastic. I've looked at that, excellent. I'll take a photo and click it on the end of this. So what I've done is, what I'm going to do is, as you can see here, I have bought MDF. I was going to buy some blockboard, but MDF, that's a big enough piece for I want. A little bit of timber, some 18mm, and a little bit of ramming hardwood. I bought my other few bits of tools down. I've replenished my new bit of glue because my other glue is going a bit. Brought a few tools down from upstairs, and the other little job I've got to do as well is, I've noticed, I don't know whether you've noticed on this, but I've drilled a few holes, vent holes. Well, I came down a couple of days ago, and in this cupboard here, which is the airing cupboard, I noticed this is the piece I've done down here, and there's a hole in there, you can see. Okay, I took that out, took the old carpet out and put an air vent in there, because the heater blower is underneath there. The pipe work wasn't quite fitted right on the one side, and I've done that, but when I touched this wall it was wet, so I'm panicking, thinking, where's that come from? And it's basically condensation, because next to it is cold water supply, as you can see. So those bottles act like a heat sink, so they were connecting. Because of the frost the night before, it was allowing that water to get slightly damp. So what I'm going to do as well is just put a vent hole, cut one in with those, put a vent hole in that side, a couple of them, to vent into this cupboard, because I think when the heating's on in this sink, because this is where my heater is there, I don't want to wiggle a camera too much. And there's the venting going up the wall for the gases. But as you can see, it's worth doing. I've also, oops-a-daisy, sorry about that blank wall. I did put some in the toilet, as you can see here. Quite simple to do. They're just Jewson's soffit vents, and they come through the other side. That's it. You can get white, you can get black. Just allows that little bit of ventilation to go through. I won't do all the doors, but if you understand, on some of your cupboards, it wouldn't hurt to put a vent in one of the sides, which allows the circulation through your cupboards. I wouldn't particularly do this because it's not exactly, there's gaps all around here, so it's not too much of a problem. But sorry about turning around there. Now when you come back down to here, you've got a lot of vents, as in wind coming through. I've got to put that back. But the doors over in the kitchen cupboards, they're very, very cool in there. But once again, if you get a hot spot, because I did notice again, the back of my cupboards, back of this plastic, This is on the dark side. You know what happens when you go to the dark side. It gets moisture at the back of the cupboard, of the seat cover, sorry, because it doesn't get so much sun. Anyway, first things first, I'm doing a small little extension table to this section here. I've got to take the handle off, cut this and put a little extension table, because when I'm using the sink, which is this, and I've got the cooker on, there's not a lot of space, and that you can't even get 2 plates on, because I want to keep this here. As you can see, we still need a bit of a clean for making teas and coffees and stuff like that. Okay, and there you go, jolly good. So a little bit of a long video, but it's coming on, ready for our travels in a couple of weeks anyway. I'll catch you all in a bit. I'll get this wood cut. After a bit of cutting, you should end up with a piece like that. Okay, I've just got to trim the end, small piece down there, some books to lean on to cut, a little pile of dust, lovely, and onwards and upwards. Cheers. What morning all, I think it's Thursday. I worked yesterday on just doing this little extra extension on my worktop. I'm just cleaning up at the moment. Just cleaning up at the moment. I've put it in, I'll see how it goes. As I said, I didn't want to destroy any of the countertop or whatever. A few screw holes and that's it. So there you go. So I'm just having a bit of a tidy up since I've just come back from town, and this is what it is. Excuse me. So that's basically what it is there. Use that there, that comes up, upside daisy. I slide the thing underneath, upside daisy, and then clicks in place. That's it. So it's just a bit of an extension there. I don't intend to sit on it. It's just a question, when you've got the sink up and you're working away, you've got another little extra space here, you know, to put things away. It just gives that little bit more. I did notice when we was away for a couple of days, for the week or something, you just lost a little bit of space, that's all. The bars are here there for myself, etc., and Corinne to get about. Sometimes I just need a bit of support. And there you go. So clean the tops up, clean the ashtrays and various other bits and pieces, as you can see, and that's the little top there. It's just simple. I've got to do the stop catch, which is the underneath bit, so I'll just take that away and don't crush my fingers this time, and then I'm just going to put a stop at the bottom so it doesn't do that. There you go, sorted. That's it. Cheers.